Oh man, it felt great. Be able to play 40 minutes, be in the fourth quarter game. We had to, be locked in all the way to the last possession. It's always fun, playing against two all-world Hall of Fame players as well on the other side. Just makes the game even better. So glad we can come out here and get a W and head home. Finish the road trip off right.
I'm assuming that minute restriction is over.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it. I mean, 40 minutes. And I was out there for a while, and I didn't look over the money on purpose. I wanted to keep playing, but I'm glad he trusted me out there. I'm glad the training staff trusted me, and hopefully we could build on this from here.
Is it good to you and Devin to sort of share the load down the stretch? I saw there were times when you said, just go.
Yeah, I mean, that's a team, We can't. You got to try to be unpredictable in your attack, and you got, Ish came out here big threes for us the whole second half. CP hit some big shots there in the fourth. You know what I'm saying? So we want to be unpredictable with our attack, but everybody in the world knows the ball is going to go to either me or him. We need a basket. So try to make good shots, be efficient in our movements, and tonight we was able to knock them down.
It seems like teams, if we don't even 3 games, but they're really trying to force the ball to Chris or whoever your format is.
Yeah.
Like, just it's kind of odd seeing Chris just left alone.
Yeah.
That's going to kind of be maybe the way it goes.
Yeah, I think when Book, he draws so much attention. I think the last 3 or 4 years he's been seeing that type of attention, and I've been seeing that as well. So, teams know how to they have a game plan on me and him as scorers, and they try to execute it. But when we got guys that can knock shots down, guys that can play off the catch and drive it and create plays for others as well, it just makes us more dynamic. So if you want to shrink the paint or double us in pick and roll, we just got to make the right play and trust our teammates and. They'll make the right play afterwards.
You and Devin were talking throughout the fourth quarter. Y'all talked the whole game, but I noticed it more so then. Was that just a matter of discussing what's going to happen on the next end?
We talking through every play. I think that's the beauty of having a veteran team. Guys, try to figure out the solution right there on the spot. They don't wait too long. If we're struggling, we're trying to figure out why we're struggling in the moment and then move on and make some adjustments. And so we're always in nonstop communication. And that just makes the game even more fun, builds camaraderie as a team as well.
Kevin, what do you think of the atmosphere tonight here in Dallas? Did it kind of feel like a playoff game? What was that like?
Yeah, I mean, since '07 when I stepped into the league, I feel like every game in Dallas has been like this. Playoff-like atmosphere. Their fans support their team through and through, and I don't ever remember it being a bad crowd here in Dallas. So it's always a fun game, especially the early game on Sunday. So they showed out tonight.
What was your emotions playing against Kyrie?
No emotions at all. It's another game. Like I told somebody earlier, I played most of my career. I played against Kyrie. So he was on my team for the last couple of years, but majority of my career I played against him, so I know how I feel.
Yeah, it seemed just watching, but there was no emotion, which kind of surprised some people, I think, because of your recent history.
Yeah, I just think that we both locked in on the floor. We want to go out there and be the best that we can be, and that sometimes you get distracted trying to hang out, talk, and catch up on old time with your friends. So both was locked in, and I'm glad we got the W.
Dirk's one of the people that are going to be leading the Hall of Fame class this year. Just thoughts about his career and maybe a couple of those other finalists on that list.
Who else? Who's the other finalists?
Wade, Pau Gasol, Coach Pop, Dirk, obviously, Becky Hammond, and a couple others.
Yeah, about three people on that list I done beat in the playoff series before. So, I mean, I'm getting old, I guess, right? But Dirk is Dallas. He set the standard for every player that walked in here. Statue out front, name on the street out front. He's the career you want to look at and try to, emulate if you're a player. I got so much respect for him, his work ethic and what he brought to the game. I'm still learning and taking stuff from him to this day. So, congrats to Dirk for going in the Hall forever. I mean, that's an amazing accomplishment, along with the other, finalists and the people that got inducted in. Some great names that shifted the game forward and inspired us all. So, congrats to them.
On the last play, on the shot that you hit, obviously, maybe you want a direct line, but they kind of force you to kind of loop a little bit. Maybe just take people through that play.
Yeah, everybody plays me physical, so nobody's ever gonna retreat when they guard me. So you see a lot of other guys, they might get some space a little bit, and you want to take that drive. But I think a lot of teams just be physical with me, so sometimes I got to veer off, and instead of a straight line drive, it might be a banana cut or banana dribble is what we like to say, and you just either way, just get there, you know. So I felt like I had a good handle on the ball, and I seen the lane, and once I had it on my hip, I felt like I was in good position and just stop on a dime. So glad I made it.
Kevin, there's a lot of things that you have to get used to whenever you join a new team. Obviously, you've had great success so far joining the Suns, and you talked about earlier how you and Devin Booker were talking how you were going to attack the fourth quarter. Can you talk about just the Phoenix Suns leadership with Coach Marnie, Chris obviously being a leader, yourself, Devin Booker, how that's going so far?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's like I said, it's always communication in the locker room. We talking through everything we need to talk through, regardless of who's in the game. I think even the guys that don't play a lot of minutes, they letting us know what they see from the sideline as well. So I think leadership is about a group effort. Like, we're not gonna just look at one guy to have all the answers. I think we can all figure it out as a collective and move from there. And like I said, veteran teams that been through a lot, that's seen some stuff in this league. It's good to have those voices talking in the locker room. So it's only gonna make us better. I'm looking forward to keep building with this team. It's been fun so far.
Looking forward to the first home game.
Yeah. That's I'm glad I was able to get a couple on the road to get my feet wet, because I know it's going to be loud in there Wednesday, I think. So looking forward to our fans. I know they can't wait to see us out on the floor, and I'm looking forward to getting back home for a couple days.
Thanks, Kevin.